With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Murray a give. This is Conner.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now. Steps away to his left. 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Zaven Collins, rookie 1st-round pick there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It got his man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. Carson, the first down and more. 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Escapes the defender. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018. Named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rondale Moore. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Coming to you.
Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check nine, check nine.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I got you, son. Mike 3. Combo. I'm here all day.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yeah.
And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this to Connor underneath. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Check 3. Hey.
From the 38, Murray. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They go play action now. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 3. Let's go, defense.
Let's go double count right here. Double stunt.
To throw again is Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception, almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 10.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
You. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, baby, all day.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Check 13.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
It's our field. It's our field.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 27, Murray. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Going.
54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Kirk. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up.
Tyler Lockett, the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
and now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, big ace open, big ace open.
Murray a give. This is Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
56. Check, 56. Let's go.
Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Zebra. Mike 9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Murray going to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup at quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
They'll try the left side. Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run again with Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 9. Mike 9. Bang L. Rip left.
Wilson able to shake him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 97 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively.
The ball comes out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is going to skip out of bounds, so a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Switch. No. Wide.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm coming.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequence as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.